You can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 79 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Allen looks to throw on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, this is Ivory. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Over!
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go! 3:19!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Leopard!
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
18. Lock in. Sit up. 180. Come on, gotta go.
Now it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Blue. Red, up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lock in.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. Now he steps away. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Lock in.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears draw a bit closer. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. A final shot before half for Allen. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room as we are off to Orlando. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On second down, here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third and long, it's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give it to Ivory. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Allen to throw once more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Over! All right, here we go.
This give is to McCoy. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watching now, Barney.
On second down, it's McCoy. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll try and run a sweep to McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Set. Green 39.
To throw, it's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go now.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Burton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Red, up! Come on, 180!
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They tossed to McCoy running left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So Allen's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Joe. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And fights through one man. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock it! Stop! 180!
On 1st down, Trubisky. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 34 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Lock in!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you're primed to pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.